in today's Mail, cultural commentator Mark Lawson has been writing about the recent loss of his father and the unique bond that they shared through television. He says, we're used to the idea that pieces of music take on associations with certain people. They're playing our song, for example. But unexpectedly, I have recently experienced the television equivalent. He elaborates by saying, there were a few shows we all watched together, such as Dad's Army and Morecambe and Wise. So, has he got a point? What TV shows do you have in your memory banks that most bring back the people that you loved watching them with?
I so get that, do you?
Yeah.
Coronation Street, the theme for Coronation Street, whenever I hear it, even now, my granddad passed away 18 years ago, but when I hear that music and I see that cat sat on the roof, I could see my granddad.
Don't start her off.
I can see him sat in the chair going, Rose, where's my tea? And my nan going, get it yourself, you lazy what's it. There are loads, actually. I so get this bullseye on a Sunday tea time.
Oh, yeah?
We always had the same conversation when they won that boat at the end.
Who wants the boat?
What are they going to do? Two families, one boat. Opposite ends of the country.
They were all from the Midlands, weren't they? They never lived near water, and hey, you've got a speedboat.
Yeah. And wrestling with my granddad. Always on a Saturday, wrestling with Giant Haystacks, Big Daddy. Easy. Do you remember that?
Oh, the sport was everything, wasn't it? We were the same. Saturday afternoons, the racing, we'd all be sitting there. My grandma would have had a bet because she was fantastic. She won all the time, my gran. She was brilliant. We'd be, come on, you can do it, get past. And all kinds of things. Bonanza was a big one. In London, 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 I should sit still now.
I should sit still. To say my other show, which was Opportunity Knockers. Opportunity Knocks. Because I wanted to be on it when I was a kid. It was the biggest, it was the first talent show.
I loved that one because my auntie Audrey Graham, hello Auntie Audrey, she won 22 times.
No.
She was the record, yes.
Wow.
Auntie Audrey from Sheffield.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah, we know where you get it from, Lesley, now, don't you?
Don't you know, we're all talking about Saturday afternoon telly. That was a family sit-down viewing time. And we just, I suppose we don't do that as traditionally as we used to, but for me, it's always the sound of sports. You know, the sound of the terraces on a Saturday afternoon just makes me think of my dad.
Yeah.
And athletics. My nan, the least sporty person you've ever met, God rest her soul, used to watch every kind of Winter Olympics, athletics, snooker, darts. She knew it. She was like a walking statistician. Obsessed with it. But the big excitement for me was being allowed to stay up late watching. Do you remember Tenko?
Yes.
Tenko.
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
That was
and Widows with Dolly
Yes.
Rawlins. Oh, I
Within
love
These
them.
Walls with Googie Withers.
Yeah. And do you, well, I don't know if you remember, do you remember Watch with Mother? Oh, yes! Yes! I remember I was about 12 and I was just chatting up this boy down the bottom of our garden. You know,
At
my mother said,
12?
do you want to come in and watch with Mother, love? Completely ruined it.
Yeah.
Completely ruined it.
You see, I used to live with my mother. I don't know if anybody knows. No, I don't live with her anymore. But we still ring her. I thought, oh, I can't ring her at 7 because it's Emmerdale. Oh, I can't ring her at 7:30 because it's Corrie. I can't ring her at 8 because it's EastEnders. I can't ring her on Thursday night because it's Question Time. So I've got to ring her in slots now, you know, usually when News is on. Obviously when Not Loose Women's on, I can tell you. But Emmerdale did it for me because that was when we first got our first colour TV. Emmerdale Farm, it was called then. I just remember that sun coming up over the thing like that. And my dad, it was High Chaparral. Do you remember High Chaparral?
Oh, I do. That beautiful woman. Who was that beautiful
Victoria.
And she had a brother,
like you.
didn't
She had a brother, Manolito.
Oh, Manolito.
Manolito.
Not the same with the Yorkshire accent.
No, Manolito.
I've no idea what... Who's Manolito? Who's this? Who's that? That's Liz Dawson in my reference book.
And do you know what? It's so funny because my mum and dad really thought I was into music, but I had to go to bed at 8 o'clock every night, and I used to say, just let me listen to the music of High Chaparral. It would only so I could stay an extra 15 minutes so I could listen to the music. Here we go.
Here it is.
Oh, you're ruining it, Lesley.
You're ruining it, Lesley. People pay good money to that voice. It was beautiful, Lesley.
Oh, so let me go.
Oh, ladies, time for us to take a little break. But after these ads, we'll be chatting with former atomic...